Hi students, welcome back to my channel. In this class, I am going to explain about decision making statements in C. So we are going to discuss about if else, else if, nested if and various different types of switch statements. So generally, before going to discuss about decision making statements, so we are going to talk about what is a general programming method. General programming method can be classified into two primary types based on the flow of execution: sequential programming and control statement programming. In sequential programming, all statements within a program are executed in the order how they appear one after another. If a program contains 10 statements, each one will be executed in a sequence. For example, I wrote 10 instead 1, the other 10 instructions I wrote, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. So each and every instruction executed line by line or one after another without skipping anything. Okay, it is not possible to skip any instruction between them. Okay, so that is a disadvantage. Actually, this approach has two main limitations: inability to skip statements. Every single statement in the program must be executed. There is no mechanism to bypass or skip a statement based on specific conditions. So that is the first problem. Second is what inefficient repetition. It's not possible to repeat the execution of a block of code multiple times without rewriting the code, which is highly inefficient. For example, so I wrote 10 instructions. I wrote 10 instructions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I don't want to execute 4 and 5. So only 1, 2, and remaining all has to be executed. But it is not possible to skip selected lines based on the condition. This is one problem. Second problem is what I wrote a program. It's a block of code. I wrote a program. It is a block of code I wrote here. So here the same block of code is required somewhere else in the program. It is not possible to repeat this program here. So if I want, I need to rewrite again this code again wherever I need in the program. So it is not possible to repeat the instructions. Okay, now so if I want, I should write again and again throughout the program. So that is nothing but a programming method. Okay, now this is one first disadvantage is what First disadvantage is what skipping the it is not possible to skip the instruction. Second is what it is not possible to repeat even the program wherever I want to. So wherever I want, I have to rewrite it, but I cannot repeat the programs, the block of code. So control statements to overcome the limitations of sequential programming. Developers use the control statements. These statements are essential for altering the default linear flow of program control, and by using the control statements, you can get the program control from one part to another part. Simple one word you can say. Here I can skip the required instructions wherever I want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can skip this instruction based on the condition, or I can repeat a block of code anywhere, okay, without rewriting. So once I'm writing here, and the same program can be repeated anywhere throughout the program. So this is I explained in detail in my previous video, so just go there. So this I already discussed in the previous class. So types of control statements: conditional or decision making statements, selection statements, looping or iterative statements, jumping or conditional statements. Already I discussed. Okay, now so conditional statements, so or decision making statements. So these statements allow the program to make decisions and execute specific block of code only if a certain condition is true. So last class I discussed if. In this class I am going to explain about if else. So directly I am going to the if else. So these all are I discussed in the previous class. So now I am going to discuss about if else statement. So where there is a two possible outcomes based on a condition, we use the if else statement. So whereas in if condition only, if statement only work on where there is a only single outcome is there, only one condition, there I have to use the if condition. Where there are multiple, sorry, two possible outcomes, I should go for if else statement. If then the if else construct ensures that exactly one block, either the if block or the else block will be executed depending on the result of the condition. Okay, now there are two conditions are there, but at any time only one condition will be executed, either true block or false block. I'll explain in the program. So this is a syntax if condition. So if the condition is true, true body is going to be executed. If the condition is false, so this else body is going to be executed. So but both conditions, so true body and false body will not be executed together. At a time only one. For example, if the condition is true, so that it enters into the true body of the if statement, Okay, now if the condition is false, it doesn't enter into this directly, it comes here and else body is going to be executed. So for else there is no condition, again very clear, you should understand. So only if block, and everywhere if block only contains the condition, else doesn't else block doesn't contain any condition. If the above statement is false, if the above statement is false by default, above statement is false by default, right? So this else part is going to be executed. Okay, so execution flow, if the condition is true, control is transferred to the true block of the inside the if statement. After executing the true block, so control move outside the if statement to continue with the remaining instructions. If the condition is true and the condition is false, control is transferred to the false block inside the else statement. After executing the false block, control again moves outside the if else structure to continue with the subsequent instructions. Let me discuss with the help of a program. So again, the condition, so I'm writing a condition, no? If condition. So if condition contains relational statements or logical statements is greater than 10, like that, okay, na? And it also contains relational statements as well as logical statements. So let me explain the flow chart of if state, if else. So if the condition is true, true body is executed. After that, remaining instructions of the program. If the condition is false, so only it doesn't enter into the true body and go into the false statement. After the false statement, whatever the remaining instructions are in the program, that can be executed. So everything what I've discussed theoretical concept, I'm going to explain the program now. So here I'm writing a sample program. Hash include stu.h into main. So I'm declaring a number as 15. Okay, no? Number is an integer now. I'm declaring as a 15. So number is a variable which I declare as an integer. So 2 bytes will be allocated for this because of integer no. And so here true body will be there and false body will be there. If the true body nothing but what, if the condition is true, because number I declare as 15 no, 15 is greater than 10, the condition is true. 15 is greater than 10, the condition is true. Hence true body of the if condition is going to be executed. And for example, if the condition is false, okay, now for example, if the condition is false, this condition is false, so it doesn't enter into the loop, it doesn't enter into the loop directly, else part is going to be executed without checking any condition. Here there is no condition need to be checked here. Okay, na? Simple, one condition is true, true body will be executed. If the condition is false, it directly comes to the else part and this is going to be executed. At a time only one statement is either true block or false block will be executed, but both will not be executed at a time. Both will not be executed at a time. Okay, na? So these curly braces are there, no? This is the curly braces. Only within the true block, only one condition is there, one statement is there. So this curly braces are optional. For example, if so, for example, there is a condition I wrote here. If it is true, I am writing printf. So the number is greater than 50, something I wrote. Okay, na? So here, so for example, a is greater than 25, something. Okay, na? So only in this curly open bracket, curly close bracket, there is only one statement is there. No, I can write. So without braces also I can write if a is greater than 10 for, or 15 something. So if I'm writing only one printf statement, okay, na? So for anything I'm writing for simple understanding purpose. So here, sorry, here no need of any braces here, directly I can write statement here. So both are same. Where there is a single statement within the if block, if true block, so braces are optional. If more than two statements are there, so braces are mandatory. Okay, if true body is there, true body will be executed. If the false is there, so false body will be executed. Okay, now let me explain through an example. Okay, so this is a program I wrote. So this is a if else program. Hash include stu.h into main. So number I am declaring as a 15. So 15 is greater than 10. So the condition is true. Here I am using relational operators or logical operators I may use. So here then this is only single statement is there within the open bracket, curly open curly bracket and close curly bracket, right? So this braces are optional. Okay, na? If the condition is true, true body will be executed. If the condition is false, directly it comes to the else part and else body is going to be executed. So this is a program. Let me run this program. So compile and I'm going to run this program. So what is the answer I'm getting? Okay, now see the number I declare is 15. Now 15 is greater than 10, it is true. Hence I'm getting in where the output is right, the number is greater than 10. So I got this output. Clear now? For example, I am declaring this one as just 5. So I'm declaring number is 5. So 5 is greater than 10, it is a false no. So directly it won't enter in, it doesn't enter into the true body of the if condition, and it comes here else part, and this is going to be displayed onto the screen. Else body will be executed now. So let me do this now. Compile
Yeah.
and run. So I got the output how much? So I got the output is the number is less than 10, because I gave number 5. No, 5 is greater than 10 false, it is not going into the loop and coming to the else part, and so this will be displayed onto the screen. Okay, na? So for example, if the braces are not required, no, so there is a no braces, so I'm removing this brace and this brace right now. So if condition contains single statement, braces are not required. Here also I'm removing this, only one condition within the block, so braces are optional. Okay, let me check this whether it is executed or not. Right, I got output now. So single line is there within the block means braces are optional, right? So now I got the output is what? Sorry, now I got the output is what? So the number is less than 10. Sorry, so the number is less than, I'm running this, so the number is less than 10 because this condition is false, so hence it is going to the else block, and else block is going to be printed. Okay, thanks very much, thanks for watching my video.